one of the most fascinating statistics of individuals who are identified as autistic, they're 1.5 times more likely than the general population also to have intelligence in the superior range, meaning that they're more likely to be gifted. Mm-hmm. When you have, for example, a group of just people versus a group of people who are identified as gifted, you're going to have more autistic people in that gifted group. Gosh, there's a lot of overlap there. I often am so curious because when you look at some of the neurobiological traits of autism compared to giftedness, a lot of it is like about that hyperconnectivity, the different ways that the brain is wired, and there's a lot of similarities there. And I often think that sometimes the further you are outside of the norm, so when like somebody who has an IQ of 125, 130 might be identified as gifted in the schools, and they might be able to operate in the world look pretty normal, I guess, for lack of a better way to phrase that, regardless of masking or whatever else that might be. But the further up you get, 135, 140, 150. There's a lot of overlap there. And I'm so curious to figure out, like, as the science goes forward, how much of a difference is there? Mm-hmm. Is it just about how it manifests and how it shows up in the world? Is it just about which traits come to the surface and how disabling some of those traits might be? It's really interesting to see how that overlap really impacts people.